Surprise, surprise, my French squares are finally back in stock. I finished this production run. I've given it a few days for the oil to dry, and they are going into inventory on my store. I produced my first production run about almost 2 years ago, and they sold out in about a week or so. Basically, I was pricing them very attractively, and I'm continuing that pricing for the first few weeks of this re-release of the French squares. So if you're interested in one, grab one. And I'll show you a few things about them right now. Here's my personal one that I've been using for a few years from the first production run, and I chose this one because it had some sapwood in it, so you'll be able to identify that I'm using this very one in all the videos I've been producing these past couple years. Basically, the body of it is 3/4 of an inch wide, and the blade is 1/4 inch. I did that so that you could size up a perfect mortise on most common size wood we use, 3/4 of an inch in our modern world. You can just mark two things down on it, and there you go. It's very easy to set measurements. Set this down and put on an edge of a board, put your pencil right here. You can mark a perfect 1/4 inch. This distance right here on the side is also 1/4 inch down, so you can do 1/4 inch up and 1/4 inch across for a lot of common measurements in box making. The blade itself is roughly 8 inches. The body is 6 inches for proportions, and this distance right here is about 1.25 inches, about twice the size, but more importantly, I found it to be the most comfortable size for me gripping a board whenever I'm marking it. If you notice the grain direction, while this is curly maple, and I chose curly maple because the waving action exposes more end grain, allowing the moisture to come in and out of the blade more consistently so it will stay truer over the course of a day. I have found that this right here they go out of true that first month you own them. After that, they stay true, and the only reason you really work on it is because if you damage it from knifing it or just clumsiness. Anyways, what you want is the grain to be smooth when you're drawing back this way. If you're going this way, typically you're going against the grain. That way, there's no chance a grain is going to grab your blade as you're marking. So you always mark from the tip coming back towards you when you are using a tool like this. And one of the best features is I have a double groove right here. And that allows this to reference below the edge of the surface. So if you have any schmutz or torn fiber or anything like that on the edge, it's not going to offset the blade as you register get it. It's going to go in this groove, and you're going to be registering below it, so you can be assured that you're going to get a good 90 degrees. So if you would like to support my channel and get yourself a tool that you are going to be using quite a bit, I mean, this is one of those simple tools you reference all the time, consider visiting wortheffort.com and going to my store. I had that same reintroductory price that I did originally way back when, which caused them to sell out pretty quickly. And I'll do that for the next few weeks. Hopefully I made enough to last through Christmas, but who knows. Your support is always helped, and I want you to remember that it's always worth the effort to learn, create, and share with others.